Every so often, a perfect storm hits the market, one that changes the entire game for those paying attention. Right now, bond yields are exploding, global trade is stalling, and Bitcoin is setting new all-time highs. Happy new all-time highs, by the way, while institutions are pouring in at a record pace. The numbers behind these moves are huge. They're history in the making. This is the kind of moment people look back on for years, either wishing they had made their move or celebrating that they did. If you've been following this channel, you know we've been calling these shifts before the crowd even blinked or noticed. And tonight, you're about to get the full story. Even though it's probably morning by the time you get this, all the major headlines, it's all coming to you straight from the front lines. So here's what to do. Tap the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because what you'll hear in the next few minutes could set you up for the months to come and set you up for your entire future. Follow me on Twitter or X for live updates and the sharpest insights, and only the signals that matter. Jump in the comments and tell me where you think the next move will be and what ecosystem or tokens you're following closely. Okay, so let's jump into today's show. So, around the world, financial pressure is rising, and every major chart is picking up on this tension. In Japan, 30-year government bond yields have reached a new all-time high at 3.17%. This kind of move stands out, showing how much more it now costs for governments to raise money over the long term. The United States is actually in a similar position. The 30-year Treasury yield has crossed 5%, and that shift carries weight across the entire financial system. As yields go up, the cost of new debt rises with them. Companies notice it. Homeowners see it in their mortgage rates. Policymakers start to pay close attention. The effect doesn't stop with just lending and borrowing. Trade data is painting its own story. China's smartphone exports to the US have plunged 72% in a single month, marking the weakest number in 14 years. Shipments that once moved freely between the world's biggest economies and oceans are slowing down dramatically. Lace all these signals together, and the mood feels heavier. As the cost of money grows, as trade softens, and as long-term bets become harder to place, capital begins to migrate or move. Old safe havens feel less stable. Investors start looking for places that can weather this kind of storm. The atmosphere, it shifts from optimism to caution, setting up the conditions for something new to take hold. So in this kind of environment, every move in rates, trade, and credit becomes part of a larger narrative or picture, a world where money is seeking its newest destination or safe haven. Bitcoin is now making headlines as it breaks to new all-time highs, as I said in my intro. Price action on the charts tell a clear story. Buyers keep stepping in, and momentum keeps building as each resistance level falls away. Underneath all of this, underneath the surface, major institutions are moving with purpose. Spot Bitcoin ETFs have brought in hundreds of millions of dollars in a single session, showing a steady stream of new capital entering the market. And BlackRock, one of the biggest players in finance, recently bought over 2,700 Bitcoin and nearly 18,000 Ethereum for its spot funds. These numbers are large enough to show up in daily flows, reflecting real conviction among the world's largest asset managers. The futures market is echoing this activity. Open interest on Bitcoin futures just reached $75 billion, the highest on record. This isn't just speculation anymore. It's an indication that large, sophisticated traders are positioning for more moves ahead. Some traders are making even bolder bets. On the Hyperliquid platform, a single whale recently built up a just pay attention, $900 million long position. The scale of this move stands out, especially in a market already brimming with institutional flows. Technical signals are lining up as well. Bitcoin is on the verge of a golden cross, as I covered in yesterday's video, where a short-term moving average rises above a long-term one, a sign that trend followers are watching closely. Patterns like this often mark phases where price discovery accelerates and new highs come more frequently. As this capital pours in, the broader crypto narrative takes shape. Demand is visible and not just in price anymore, but in the volume, the open interest, and the pace at which new money finds its way onto regulated, transparent platforms. There's a clear sense that market participants are leaning in, and the capital flows are telling their own story. Next, the spotlight moves to altcoins, what I know you're all very curious and anticipating for me to cover, and fresh narratives emerging from tech innovation, regulation, and new financial infrastructure. Momentum is spreading beyond Bitcoin, finding new channels in both policy and technology. In Michigan, lawmakers have introduced 4 separate bills that anchor Bitcoin more deeply in the state's financial system. These new measures open the door for state pension funds to invest directly in Bitcoin, and they offer tax incentives to miners who repurpose abandoned oil and gas wells and spell out clear protections for crypto users. Each step reflects a growing effort to weave digital assets into established institutions and long-term plans. Across Asia, regulations are advancing at pace. Hong Kong has passed a stablecoin bill, putting in place a legal framework for the next chapter of digital money. This policy move gives market participants a playbook for launching, using, and trading stablecoins in one of the world's key financial centers. And South Korea's government is updating its crypto rules as well by adding stricter Know Your Customer or KYC requirements. These measures arrive as the country prepares to lift its ban on institutional crypto involvement, signaling a shift in how regulated entities interact with digital assets. And on the network and infrastructure side of things, Solana's presence continues to grow. Solana Mobile is preparing to shift the first batch of its Seeker phones, which will go out on August 4th. So, by combining blockchain functionality with a consumer device, the project highlights the ongoing effort to bring decentralized technology into everyday life. In the market side of things, SUI stands out as its stablecoin market cap pushes to new all-time highs as well. The chain is close to overtaking Aptos actually in this metric, and user activity continues to expand. Altcoin liquidity also finds a home in derivatives. Hyperliquid reports open interest above $8 billion, showing how traders are allocating risk and searching for new opportunities across the digital asset landscape. Policy, technology, and capital are all working together to reshape the crypto ecosystem. Growth is showing up in new laws, real-world hardware, and robust trading activity. These changes reflect a market that keeps moving, with each new development laying another brick in the foundation for the next cycle. Signals from every corner of the market are converging right now. Bond yields are reaching for new heights, global trade is stepping back, and the pressure in legacy finance is continuing to build. On the other side of things, Bitcoin is rising to new all-time highs, as we covered, and it's being carried by waves of institutional capital that keeps pouring into ETFs and the futures market. The momentum is not stopping here. New policy opened doors in Michigan and across Asia, and the next generation networks like Solana and SUI are breaking fresh ground in both adoption and technology. Each of these pieces, when added together, paints a larger picture, a landscape where old systems grow heavy and capital keeps searching for somewhere else with real potential. It's like the new world. Regulatory clarity, real-world innovation, and record-breaking trading volumes are all coming together in the most beautiful way to shape the next chapter in crypto. What started as early signals are now shaping into global migration of value, energy, and ideas. Momentum is building in price charts, in legislation, in product launches, and user growth. The narrative is becoming clearer and clearer. Capital follows conviction, and conviction is everywhere right now. Now is the moment to stay ahead. If you've been riding with me in this channel, you've seen every major signal play out in real time, sometimes days before the headlines and the media cover it. So if you gained value in today's video, I would just ask you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell if you haven't already. And if you have, I'm sorry to say this every single time, but I really just want to make sure new people that are tuning in don't miss out. Please like the video and share the video with any friend or family member that you feel would benefit from being educated on what's going on in both the Bitcoin macro market of things and in the crypto altcoin scene. And please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what other tokens you'd like me to cover. I will be going into a series here very soon covering the top tokens across all the major ecosystems. So do let me know what specific token you want me to cover. And if I can't cover it in a video, I will at least comment in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys very much. So anyway, have a wonderful day, and I will catch you guys in my video tomorrow.